Hello, it is day 53. How is everyone doing with their extra air squats? Hopefully well. Um, just an added little bonus for yourself. It's so fun to, at least for me, add in a few challenges and watch myself succeed at them. Don't keep the ones that don't work. Build that positive reinforcement in your subconscious mind. So creating goals, setting challenges that you can maintain and that work well for you to build excitement and to feel like you are succeeding, because you are. Every time you show up, you're succeeding. Okay, so today we are going to go with some fairly heavy weights. We have an upper body weighted day after all of those legs from yesterday. We should all be very ready to leave those legs alone and go into some upper body. So I have a single 30, so one heavier weight for lawnmowers and rhomboid pulls. I'm going to go heavier for my overhead press. We're doing 10 reps and we're going to shoot for 3 rounds, but we're going to take it slow and controlled. I really want to set into the weight this whole week, as you are noticing, and I think I mentioned Monday, it's all about weights. We're hitting up everything weighted. So rhomboid pull, overhead press, I'm going to go a little heavier, right? And I very well may need to take a couple breaks within my set of 10. That's called cluster setting. It's totally fine if you get through your 10 and want to add a few more reps while I'm struggling through with my 20s, feel free. Curls, I'm going to go a little lighter on my curls. I need to take care of my elbows, and I kind of push into them sometimes and then pull back others. So go whatever feels right for you on curls. A straight fly. So we're going to take straight arms and pull them straight up in front of us. The shoulder blades are going to pull back together. Thumbs are going to lead the way. We're going to go 10 there. I'm going to shoot to try for my 12s. Those are pretty heavy for shoulder flies, but we'll see what we got. And then the last one is a jackknife. We've done these before. It's basically a weighted sit-up. So what we're going to do is you'll dig into those heels, round through that back. You're going to lower back and down. The weight's going to come overhead just a teeny bit, and then you're going to come up and press. Now, there's a couple different options. If the sit-up doesn't work for you, you can hang out here and just roll back and press up. You can also go into a kayak twist if that works better for you. All right, so let's get that upper body ready to go. Between each exercise, we're going to hit 2 down dog planks. I just want to give our upper back time to stretch and engage a bit more, slide those shoulder blades down, waking up the core and giving us a little, I don't know, interim, little active recovery. Take that right hand, put it behind your head, activate through the core, spread deep and evenly through each finger. Knees should be right underneath the hips. So keep your hips level. You're going to inhale, bring that right arm up. I want you to hold it at the top of your breath. Exhale, round that elbow down. Inhale, twist and hold. Exhale, drop it down. One more. Inhale, twist and hold. And then drop it down. Other side. Put that left hand behind the head. Wrap around that core. Inhale, twist and hold. So one side may be a little tighter than the other. Exhale, drop and round. Don't worry about that. And don't worry about how high you get. Really try to keep those hips level. Exhale down. Inhale, twist and hold. And then exhale down. All right. We're going to be gripping a lot of weight today and gripping a lot of weight yesterday. Turn those fingertips towards your knees and then just slowly hinge back. So you're going to stretch to those forearms. Slide those shoulder blades down. Relax and release through the head, neck, and shoulders, taking your ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. All right, come back forward. Let's shake out those hands. Just sit back on your haunches. I like to curl my toes under, stretch to the bottoms of my feet. Put your hands behind your head. Lift your chest. Now check in with your pelvis, right? So it's easy to kind of let that anterior tilt happen in your pelvis when the hands come up. So when your hands come up, Pull that belly button back and try to level off that pelvis. And then you're just going to rotate side to side. Pick one side to inhale into and the other side to exhale out of. 2, 1. Come to center. Now we're going to go the other way. So you're going to inhale, twist the other way. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Grab your hands behind the back. Push your chest forward. Go ahead and bring your whole body down. Let your hands drop over your head if they'll go that far. All right, come on up. Release through those arms, stretch to the wrists, roll them around, and let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start with that lawnmower. I'm going to go heavy for your back, just like with our legs yesterday. The back can really do some nice heavy lifting, build some nice strong muscle and tone. That's what we want to go for. Right now, building muscle too is really, really smart. At least I always think it is this time of year. If you're enjoying a little extra holiday treats or whatever else, those muscles burn a higher rate. Your metabolism will be higher, right? Just by doing nothing, just by supporting those muscles. So slide those shoulder blades down, contract the core. Your hips are level. 1, 2, 3. Dial in to those lats. Drop that back hip down. 8, 10. Other side. So now right leg forward, left leg back. Drop that left hip down. Lift your chest. Grab through that core. Elbow pulse. 7. Hold that core. And 10. All right. Our 2 downward dog to planks. If a plank doesn't work for you, hang out in your down dog. Maybe do a 3-legged dog, lift one leg and then the other. A cat-cow would be fantastic as well. So grab that core, feel the shoulder blades engage. This is your inhale, exhale, come forward. Shoulders over those wrists, way up over those wrists, more like over the palms, getting your chest between the thumbs. Inhale, drive back, and then exhale, roll forward. Go ahead and drop onto those knees. Hinge back, quick little child's pose grab. Coming up for our rhomboid pull. So your rhomboids are the muscles between your shoulder blades, your posture muscles. We need those, keeping that chest lifted. So we're going to grab the bell with both hands. You're going to sit in a nice, low supported squat, right? So toes straight ahead, drop your butt low, and you're going to pull the weight right to the sternum. 1, 2, where's that core? 5, find that back. Keep your brain going to those rhomboids. 8, 9, and 10. Okay, down dog plank. Press into those thumbs. First fingers, inhale back, exhale forward. Inhale back, exhale forward. Drop those knees, drive back, and we made it. So coming up now, we have our overhead press. Like I said, I'm going to shoot for heavy. We'll see how it goes. 10 reps. I'm going to go a little split stance. Grab that core. You're using the support of the back to get that press. 8, 9, 10. Whew. All right, first set not so bad. Now we're down dog plank. This should be an active recovery. So if a down dog plank doesn't feel like you're giving yourself any recovery, do your cat-cow. There's 2. Drop those knees. Hinge back. Coming up for curls. Here we go. Sticking with those 10 reps. Find that set of your pelvis, your stack. Here we go. Keep your elbows back, under shoulders, and pinched in at the side. Try to imagine that your weight is heavier going down than it is coming back up. Last one. All right. Head up that down dog plank. Drive back, slide those shoulder blades down. Exhale forward. Grab through that core. Drop your knees. Hinge back. All right, we're going to go with that straight arm shoulder fly. Straight ahead. 10 reps. We'll see how my 12s do. Knees are soft. Chest is tall. You have to find that support in the back, that upper back. Engage to that back every time. 8. 9. Trying to be in control of that drop. 10. All right. Down dog plank. Spread those fingertips nice and wide. Really think about driving into that thumb and first finger. There's 2. Drop onto those knees. Hinge back. We're going to hit up our jackknife. So I'm going to do mine with my 20-pound weight. You find whatever works for you. But again, remember, find that challenge. All right, so we want to round through the back. Tuck in that chin. Push low back onto the ground. However far forward the bell is, then you're actually helping yourself. So try to just press it straight up. You're resisting that drop. Rolling the low back into the ground. 7. 8. Tuck that chin. 9. 10. All right. Again, our down dog plank. And then we're going to find and start set 2. Train yourself to get those self flexions. Drop the knees, hinge back, stretch those arms. Okay, we have our lawnmower first. Last time I started on the right side. This time I'm going to start on the left. It's just a good idea to give your body a different starting side here and there. I find I generally naturally start on the same side for different things. So I try to switch it up. All right, level off those hips, shoulders back and down. Here we go. What do you feel? Focus on it. Resist gravity. Here's 10. Switch to the other side. Here we go. Remember, get away from just getting through the number. Set into what you're feeling. Make sure you're not collapsing into the supporting side. Notice where your body wants to cheat. Make it easier. Get away from that. Last one. Nice work. Okay. Down dog plank. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Make sure you get that glute clench. Makes a difference in that plank. Drop your knees. Hinge back. We're going to hit up that rhomboid pull. So remember, we want to really focus on keeping that upper back nice and flat. Get those feet hip width. Stick your butt out. Make your back flat. Wrap your other hand under the bell first. Find your set and then pull. Don't worry if you don't have a heavy weight for this. This is a great opportunity to build awareness for those rhomboids. Last one. Just shoving shoulder blades together, pulling those together, pinching them back. You can build heat, awareness, and flexion. That's how I had to get rid of some shoulder issues that I had, was building awareness, finding flexion, ability to get those muscles flexed in that upper back. Okay, overhead press. This is a tough one for me. My choice of weight today. Mentally engage. Find that core, your stance. Here we go. Seven, 8, 9. Keep those hips back. 10. Woohoo. Down dog plank. Grab through that core. Flex through those glutes. Feel the core grab to pull you back to that down dog. Shift into your child's pose. And we have curls. Get those forearms real quick. Find your stance. Tuck your tailbone. Remember, nothing in your neck. Stay focused. Resist that downward pull. Check in with that elbow. Make sure it's staying right underneath the shoulder. 8, 9, 10. Watch your wrists also. I don't think I talk enough about that sometimes. When you're doing any kind of like the curls, sometimes those kickbacks, or a lot of this stuff from the floor, your wrists like to pull back or drop back, right? So that you break that wrist, that hold, and then you put more pressure on that wrist joint than you do into those muscles we're trying to work. Our goal here, remember, is to live well. So to push through all this stuff while keeping the joints happy, which is why I'm going down for my curls. Check in. You stay healthy, strong, put together while we're going through all this stuff. That front shoulder raise. 3, 4. It's where you need to check in with your mind, figure out where is it a mental disconnect, and where do you need to change things up. 8. Keep that core strong. 9. Torso stays still. And 10. Good work. Okay, down dog plank. Then we're going to have our jackknives. And then we have our last set. Drop those knees. Hinge it back. All right. Dig into those heels. Make sure legs aren't too far away from you. Round it back. Arms are going to go overhead a little bit. So your head does come down, but you're resisting gravity. Press it up. Finding that sweet spot with your arms and weight. Whew, to grab through that core. Always self-flexing that core. Don't rely on the movement to get the flexion. 8, 9, 10. Okay, down dog plank, crushing it. Spread through those fingertips. Notice that you're pushing into that thumb first finger. Build that heat. Even though there's only 2, you're practicing that flexion in, right? Okay, lawnmowers. Back at it. Whichever side you want to start with. Last set, best set, right? Make sure you're ready. Make sure you're into it. Square off. No collapsing into that left side or with the supporting side. Drop that back hip. Grab through the core. 8. Other side. Level off, get set, and go. Lengthen through the back. Last one. Awesome. Down dog plank. Feel that core push and pull you forward and back. Little child's pose. Hop up. Get that rhomboid pull. Set. Back flat. Here we go. Five. Keep that belly strong. 8. 10. Down dog plank. Hit that child's pose. Overhead press. So far, haven't had to set it down between. I'm going to try to keep that cycle going. Take your brain to what we're going to use. Get those arms going overhead. Oh, I never mentioned, I'm so sorry. If you're not going overhead, do an upright row. I'll write it in the notes. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel each rep at a time. 8. Engage on that drop. 10. Whew. All right. I remember a couple weeks ago, I couldn't get through all those, so good connecting today. Oh, down dog plank. Don't forget. Seriously envision that core is what's pulling you back, moving you forward. Okay, now we get our curls. Shoulders back and down, chest is forward. Keep those rhomboids pulled together still. Lifted chest. 5, tuck that tailbone under. 8. Squeeze those elbows in. 10. All right. Down dog. Core grabs here. Exhale, grab it even more. Come forward. Inhale, keep it strong, push back. Exhale, come forward, grab, drop. Stretch it through. How's that neck? All right. Shoulder flies. All right, roll those shoulders back and down. I want to make sure my back isn't rounding as I'm flying up. Tuck that tailbone. 7, feel that core engage. 9. 10. Whew. Yes. Okay. Here we go. Exhale, hit your plank, hold, hold, hold. Drop your knees, hinge back. All right, our last jackknife. If you start to feel your hip flexors in sit-ups, leg lowers, really anything, here we go, roll back. Chances are you're missing that pelvic tuck, right? So you got to tuck that pelvis in, push that low back down, and then that'll help you get out of your hip flexors and use that core. Try not to grab through your glutes either. Three more. 9. 10. All right. We're going to face the mat. Good work. Hinge back into that child's pose again. Leave your left arm forward, straight out in front of you. Take your right arm behind. See if you can tuck it down. And then just relax your head while pushing your left armpit toward the ground. So just in case you're confused on flexing your glutes and core work, okay, right arm forward, left arm back. Relax your head if you can, and then push your armpit toward the ground. When you're in a plank, you do want to flex your glutes. That helps get that pull and tuck of the pelvis. Helps wrap around that core. But when your low back is on the ground, all right, come up, take your left hip forward, right hip back, and then lift your back knee up off the ground. Once you get that, drop the hip until you feel that back hip flexor. And then plant into your right hand and open the chest. So glutes flexed in a plank, not flexed in a crunch. Okay, I'm letting my shoulder round forward, pull it back and down. Maybe you can take that left hand and tuck it under and behind, and then open that chest a little more. Drop that back knee down. Hinge those hips back, toe comes up. So, quick reminder, pretty much something, those three, the trifecta that you want to stretch every day. That hip flexor stretch that we just did. One leg forward, one leg back. This, the hamstring stretch, reach the chest forward. You want to kind of watch what's going on with those hips, right? So the hips want to sway out or possibly lift up. You want to try to level those off. So you got to pull that front hip back hip forward, and reach your chest toward your toe. And then the third is your pigeon. Take your foot over and then walk your body forward. Other than the hip flexor stretch, you can also do this from your back through the figure four stretch and your hamstring stretch. That hip flexor, though, is always a good one to get. You can also get it by using a bench or a bed. Level off the pelvis here. Push into those elbows a little bit. Find traction, right? When you push in, pull back, you can really feel the back lengthen. Hopefully relax in your neck and shoulders. Okay, we're going to stay this way. Do something a little fun. Take that back leg, swing it around. So now your left foot is into your right inner thigh. And we're going to reach over that right leg. Fantastic job. Remember, think back over your workout. How did it go? What did you use? Okay, that right leg's forward now, left leg back. Find the hip flexor. Possibly lift that back leg, plant into the left hand. Right arm comes up. Rotate that shoulder back and down. And tuck it behind and rotate. So what did you use today? What was tough? What was grabbing your neck? Where did you feel low back? What was easy? Did you get annoyed that there was no hippity hoppities? Did you like that there was no hippity hoppities? Start to kind of recognize where your preferences lie, what pushes you, encourages and motivates. And some days, you'll just have an off day, but you still made it. But learn to check in, learn to kind of get a quick assessment, post-workout assessment. Okay, let's hit up that pigeon. Leg drops down in front. If you can, drop those elbows, find traction. Pull that chest forward. Like a couple weeks ago when I could not get through very many of my overhead presses with the 20s, and I did today. And I'm sure it'll happen again. A lot of it has to do with what's going on before, what's been in the buildup. I don't even remember if we were doing push-ups or what before. Swing that leg around. You have to connect with your body and what's going on. Reach over that front leg so that you can progress. Progressions come in many different shapes and forms. And some days you'll have a dud day, and that's okay, you're normal. We can't always get more every single day. Okay, come up into a wide forward fold. Just stretch over those legs, hinge those hips back. Fantastic job with day 53. Have a great rest of your day.